Joe, I've been dying to know about, this vehicle ever since I came across it and you shared some of the pictures with me. So what's the story behind this?
Well, I found it. I've been paralyzed now 25 years, and I used to have my drag car, and the kids used to go around all the time with me with that. Well, they got older, so I figured I needed something I could drive and get out of myself. So I found this in Arizona and had it brought up, and then once we got it to the house, found out it was too short for me to get in it. So we cut it in half, lifted it 8 inches, and a little more fabrication, and this is what we have now.
So you needed something that could give you the height and the access to get in and out of.
Yeah, and I seen it, and we have a lot of Dodges at the house. And when I seen this, and you don't see a lot of Dodges on the internet, so you got to get it. And if we don't work, the kids will use it, or I'll cut it up. So I cut it up. Kids are crying. Oh, we'll take it. No, I'll cut it up. So,
what all have you done to it to make it accessible for you?
Okay, we've opened the doors up. It's got actuators to open the doors. It's got a lift from California in the back. We cut the floors open, reinforced it all. The dashboard's been moved up so I can drive like a normal car, so it's not down on my knees. The biggest thing was fabricating the metal in. There was so much, and it looked like a complete convertible when we were doing it. And I said, well, hopefully it's right, or we're going to be driving around with a convertible. So,
did you think for a moment maybe I'll leave the top off this thing?
No. So, but I added the sunroof inside, so it's got a pull-back sunroof. It's got all the new amenities. It has a new 360, sniper system on it, 727 trans, power steering, power disc brakes. So it's all updated with the old body on it.
And it looks like it has a lift on the back that can get you in and out of it.
Oh, yeah. We got that from a vineyard in California, out of one of their tour buses.
Okay.
And it's otherwise brand new. The cost is crazy. So I found that, had that shipped up, and that was another piece. Is it going to fit or not? So it was all trial and error. But
and then it's hand controlled. How does all that work?
It has all hand controls. I drive right through the steering wheel, and it has a one bar, and you push it in for brake and down for gas. So
very cool.
Yeah, it's a real easy setup. Other than that, it's the normal truck. A lot of people look at it and say, well, what's wrong? Why does this look a little different? And then a lot of people won't even notice it. They'll say, oh, that must just a truck they made back then. And then you start telling them, and they go, oh, no, wow, a lot of work. So, because we had to cut the panels on the outside up high, and we cut the inside panels down low, so we could move all the door mechanisms and everything up without touching it. So we didn't have to take everything apart and re-drill holes. We just moved it all up.
What's it mean to you to be able to have something like this that you can bring to shows and still enjoy the hobby with?
This is great, because before this, like I said, I had my drag cars, and I had to sit in them all day unless my kids came to get the wheelchair out of the back. And this is just phenomenal. I go anywhere I want in the truck, and I'm a lot more freedom. I already had offers on the truck, and I said I can't sell it. So I said, if you want something, we could talk about building something.
Yeah.
But I said I could get guys together to do it. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of good comments on the truck.
And to be able to have that accessibility, do other people maybe with some disabilities have approached you and say, hey, how does this happen for somebody like me?
It happened. 2 of them, there was their kids out in Algonac, they're in chairs, and they're becoming 16, looking for something to drive. And I just had another guy last week offer me even more. And I said, well, I'm not interested now. If I've gone or something, ask the kids. But yeah, that's my toy now.
And you've been in the hot rod, go fast hobby business for a long time, right?
I've been painting for over 50 years, custom graphics, a lot of Autorama cars I've done. Actually, we have a couple at the house. We're going to put 2 in the Autorama this year, this truck and the Porsche I did years ago. So
you haven't let any of this slow you down in any way?
No, when I first got paralyzed, they said your legs aren't going to work. I said, when I'm an artist, my hands still work, I'll be all right. And that's how it went. And they couldn't even figure it out. They said, it's going too easy. And I said, well, I got 3 boys, got to raise the boys, do all the sports stuff with them, and play with my tinkering. So, but we've got 6 old cars now. So it keeps me busy, rotating around, doing other vehicles. So,
how much has that helped you, just to have that outlet and to still be able to work and do things with your hands?
Oh, if you lost this, the mind would just dwindle away. Yeah, it keeps you sharp, keeps you strong, because all the body work on this I did myself. So everything was by hand with a block, And man, it's just a lot of work, but it was worth it. It's a lot of fun.